Welcome back to episode 4 of our KicKbacK podcast. I'm Jeff with my co-host and cousin.
Hey, Chris.
And I'm pretty happy to announce that we have our first guest on our show.
Finally.
Yeah, my good friend of mine, Jonathan.
Good friend of mine, too.
What it do, baby?
Yeah, I'm pretty psyched. We wanted to get guests on for a while, and I'm pretty happy that you're our first one. And
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty natural because it's be like a regular conversation that we could have. And yeah, I mean, if you want to go ahead and start it off, Primo, we could be...
I guess we can start off talking about what happened to the last podcast.
Yeah, I mean, you can explain that if you want.
Long story short, we had done a pretty good podcast, and then you tried editing it, right? Mm. And then when you uploaded it to your editor, the file got corrupted. So we decided that we were going to upload just the unedited version, but then we decided just to scrap that and just redo it here so we can talk with Jonathan about all the things we talked about on there.
Yeah, and on top of that, I think it'd be longer because the stuff we were going to talk with him about, we could just throw on top of that. So it's going to be a pretty long episode, but I'm pretty excited for it. So if you want to go ahead and, we're going to talk about the same stuff we talked about in the previous one, so it's not going to be as natural because we already know what we're talking about. But if you want to go ahead and start it off, we can go.
Jeez, where to start?
Eli Manning?
Yeah, we could talk about Eli. Do you want to do sports first? And then just do all our sports stuff, go on to, I guess, whatever else we had, and then we could end with how we would have done the podcast if we didn't redo it.
We should start with something else.
You want to do something else?
Yeah, only because we do talk a lot of sports.
I bet. Then what do you want to start with?
Should we talk about the fight again?
Okay, because that's the most,
the oldest,
yeah, I guess. Yeah, we could talk about that.
Plus, we gave our predictions and shit.
In the previous show. Yeah.
The Conor McGregor versus the Cowboy Cerrone fight. Did you watch it, Jonathan?
Oh, yeah, I did. I did not. Well, I kind of didn't expect that Conor was going to knock him out in 40 seconds in the first round, but my heart still went with Cerrone to kill him in the third round. I wanted Cerrone to win.
You went with Cerrone.
Oh, so you were going for it?
Yeah. My heart said Conor's going to knock him out in the first round, but my head said third round Cerrone.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was telling them. I said if Conor doesn't close his fight out or have some sort of dominant lead after the first, then I could see Cerrone winning. And you could have gave me 20 guesses to tell you how this fight would have ended, and I would not have guessed the first 40 seconds.
Yeah.
I did not expect it to end. I mean, to be honest, the fight ended a good 20 seconds, and if that, you could have easily seen that if he wouldn't have ended him the way he did, the way he started off the fight, I don't think he would have made it past the first round.
And you could tell Cerrone was cracked under pressure right away when he's hitting those shoulders. He was kind of panicking. He was huddling.
He caught him off guard.
Yeah.
What the you could see it in his face. Kind of like, what the fuck, kind of moment when that shit happened. And then just props to Conor though. Jesus.
Yeah, he's back. Pretty excited for what's to come because, I mean, there's not really much to talk about the fight because there wasn't really a fight. Yeah. But I guess the most interesting stuff that's coming out is his possible fight with Jorge Masvidal. Yeah. What do you think about that, Jonathan?
Masvidal will kill him.
Just like that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, he will outbox the shit out of him, dude.
Yeah, that dude,
he's known as a boxer,
That dude's a monster.
You see what he did to Nate Diaz, bro?
Conor. I'm sorry. Did you?
Oh no, I was gonna say I didn't watch that fight. I didn't watch it live, but I did see the highlights of it afterwards. And yeah, I mean, he's a bad dude, but I mean, because I can't really say what. Did you see how Conor fought Cowboy? And you can pick up from that because there wasn't really a fight. So I don't know. I could say I can see that fight going either way. If I had to pick, I personally want McGregor to win. I'm a pretty big fan of his, but I wouldn't be surprised if Masvidal, like you said, punishes him in the fight. So I don't know.
I don't know. The way I saw it too is Conor's better on a stand-up game.
Yeah, he has no ground game. You saw that shit with Khabib. You got exposed with that shit, bro.
But then again, Khabib is one of the meanest.
Yeah, but even
grapplers.
with Nate Diaz, when he submitted him the first match, it's just his ground game isn't as good as his.
He does have a good wrestling coach on his side though. What's his name? Dylan Dennis.
Oh, Dylan Dennis.
Yeah, so I mean he has a good coach in him there, but the other dudes are just naturals, man. It could go either way with me, but I don't know.
No, that would be a money fight if you think about it. It'll bring a crowd. It'll bring a shitloads of money.
That's exactly what Masvidal said. He said if you take the fight with McGregor, it'd be purely because it's a business and he wants the money fight. But if he wanted a legitimate fight, he'd go against... I still... Even in the last podcast, I forgot his actual name, but it's the Usman guy who said he'd want to...
Kamari Usman?
Thank you. And yeah, that's who he said he'd want to actually fight if he didn't take the big money fight with Conor. Regardless, I mean, it's a show regardless. So, I mean, I'm down to see whatever the fuck he decides to do.
He would have beat Usman. No doubt.
So, regardless of the fight that Masvidal takes, you think he's winning either fight?
Yeah, either fight he's winning, dude. Unstoppable.
Fuck it. I mean, since we're still talking about UFC, and I just want to know, what do you think leading up to the Khabib and Tony Ferguson fight?
That's such a good fight.
I know, and it's the farthest one coming out.
Two of the top grapplers in their weight class going at it.
So if you had to, not who would you want to win, and who do you think is gonna win?
Who I think Ferguson. Who I want Ferguson.
For real?
Yeah.
Like that?
I think he's gonna submit him. I'm calling it. I'm calling that.
Whoa! Wow. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You gave me some chills by saying that, bro. You really think so?
Yeah.
Dude,
no, I'm sorry.
A man is 28-0 for a reason, bro. You don't think?
Yeah, but like, you've seen all the fighters he fought.
Tony Ferguson.
He's never fought Ferguson ever, and that's the top dog in the division.
And Tony Ferguson, he be letting his opponents have it, bro. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know, bro. As much as I know, Khabib is a bad motherfucker, bro.
He's different, dude.
You can tell he's what's it called? He's a black belt, I think.
Who?
Ferguson.
I don't even know what.
Or BJJ, something like that.
I don't know what their respective I guess fighting styles even are off the top of my head. But I think before.
Khabib is a wrestler.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though, because I think he has the way he just made. But then again, you guys stated McGregor has no ground game, but the way he ate that man's up in his fight, bro.
He mauls people, dude.
It's insane, dude. From what I was seeing, and what a lot of commentators say during his fights too, is the way he could pin people's ankles in with his own, and doesn't give them any motion to move.
That shit.
Yeah, so dude, I don't know, bro. I think if you think. I would have been okay if you. I can't even put it into words. You said that he's gonna.
I think
submit him.
I think in the fifth round at most.
I don't know about all that, bro. Yeah, I'd say if anything, and it's me being generous, I say Khabib in the third, the third, and that's like pushing it. Yeah. I feel like he could close that fight way sooner.
One of them's gonna tap each other out.
There's no one's gonna knock the other out.
TKO.
Yeah, no. If anything, it's gonna be such. Not a boring fight, but
it's gonna be such a wrestling. Bro.
Yeah, it's gonna not gonna be how can I say it? There's not gonna be a lot of
It's not gonna be
God moments.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a flashy fight.
Thank you. Fuck, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, whoever gets the other one on the ground, and even if they do, both dudes are great wrestlers, so they're trained to get each other out of those situations when they're put in there. So I don't even know if one could. All right, what do you guys think the fight could end in a decision?
No, hell no.
It's not going the full 5?
No.
Not at all?
No.
That's why I say it's going to end somewhere in the fifth round. It's one, like,
actually,
Ferguson with the submission.
I don't know, because Khabib has gone the distance before. He's gone the distance a couple of times, but even then, they're always unanimous decisions. But I don't know. If it does go the distance, it's going to be Khabib.
You think?
Yeah. Because, I don't know, he has, like, this way of just, like, laying on his opponents and shit and making them exert their energy.
Yeah.
Instead of him. And he just basically just chills on top of them the entire time. And it's how he wins most of his fights. It's just insane. He does it with such ease, too.
I don't know, bro. But fuck, when is that again? In April, right?
Yeah, but I don't.
Fuck.
I can't. As much as I love Tony Ferguson, I can't see him winning.
I personally, this is one of the only times I would because I'm a betting man. I wouldn't be comfortable betting on another person in this fight.
Really? Yeah.
If somebody would tell me to, they could even tell me, I'll let you pick who you want to bet your money on. I wouldn't be able to do it, honest to God. But if somebody would bet me about the fight ending in a submission. Oh, fuck. I don't know, bro. This fight could go either way.
I mean, Ferguson does have that one submission. Well, he just, he does a little tumble and he grabs you by the leg and then boom.
The thing is that I'd be so with you with the fight ending in submission if they both weren't really good grapplers. So, with that being said, not only can they submit the other person, but they're trained to get out of those positions as well. So I don't think it'd be easy for either one of them to get the other in a position where they could submit. I feel like they're both good at getting back on their feet and I guess evading a submission. But I don't know. I honestly think the fight could go either way. Hopefully it isn't a quick fight. Fuck no, I'd be so upset if it ends in the first. But I'm saying third round at the latest, and if it goes past the third, it's gonna go to decision. I don't think it'll be one or the fourth or fifth.
So let's say Masvidal versus McGregor.
Oh, that's
the winner.
That
The winner goes against. The winner goes against Ferguson or Khabib. Who would you want? Who would you want?
Oh shit.
Like, I want Masvidal.
I think what a lot of people would want to see again, but it'd be probably the exact same outcome. Would be because it's a hype fight. Would probably be McGregor and Khabib again, but I wouldn't want to see it only because it'd be the exact same shit. Yeah. It'd be the exact same goddamn thing, and McGregor won't be stupid to talk the same shit he talked last time, and that was the only reason the fight had its fucking hype because he was being such a prick the whole time. But if I had to pick of all of those, I'd like to see Masvidal and Khabib.
Oh,
but I think Khabib would win. I think the only person between McGregor, Masvidal, and Ferguson that Khabib could get a good fight out of would probably be Tony Ferguson.
Because I think maybe Ferguson versus Kevin Lee might happen again. I feel like. Again? Yeah.
And you don't think it's any different?
I think Kevin Lee is going to bring a spark inside him. He'll beat him.
Bro, you can be as good as you want, bro, but motherfucker's 28-0 for a reason, bro. So I think as much as you want it, bro, some of that shit is just... It's out of reach, bro.
It's UFC, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if I'm being completely honest,
it's UFC and he's 28-0.
I'm saying because even during the promos for the McGregor and Khabib fight, Daniel Cormier said himself, I think he was 26-0 when he fought McGregor, maybe 25, and DC said when somebody's 25-0, enough fighters can study their footage to know that they can slip up. The man hasn't done it. He hasn't fucking done it. Yeah. It's insane.
That's right.
And, I mean, I don't know, bro. But I feel like of all his possible opponents, the best fight he's going to get out of is Tony Ferguson. So I'm just looking forward to that.
You think we'll ever get a Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor?
I honestly, I was reading about that. That some people, like analysts, were saying that's like the most, like, makes the most sense. Like now,
shit, I'll pay to see that again. Honestly,
yeah, those were crazy.
Because they're tied, right? They're
they're 1-1. The first was he submitted him, right?
Yeah,
and then in the second,
Conor won by decision.
Yeah, decision.
Fuck, I don't know, dude. The thing with the UFC is it takes so long for these fights to develop, dude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as much we could talk about it, it's not going to happen next week. Yeah. But, I mean, once they announce it, it's probably another couple months. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'd love to see that shit, too. And I don't know why they wouldn't do it. Do you know when his last fight was?
Who?
Diaz?
Masvidal.
That was his last fight?
Yeah, the baddest motherfucker.
Oh, shit. It was his last fight.
Against Masvidal.
Ah, fuck.
When did
I don't know.
It was the doctor stoppage because of a fucking Nate Diaz's eye.
Oh yeah, that's what it was, right? Okay, and then they both said that is that the same one where Masvidal said he didn't want to get booed at by the crowd because it was a shit call. And then who would you have in that fight in their third match?
Conor and Diaz.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, that'd be hard too.
Or does Conor need another fight or two before he fights him again?
It depends on what weight class they're gonna fight in. Depends on the weight class.
Because who's heavier between the two? And they're from their last fight. Nate Diaz, right?
Yeah. Lanky ass motherfucker, but he's heavy.
Conor called him the skinniest fat person he's ever seen.
I don't know, bro. I think before he'd fight him again, I think I'd have to see Conor because that wasn't a fight. That was a comeback, but it wasn't a fight. Nobody could study that and be like, oh, he'll definitely get him in the third match. That wasn't shit.
And I feel like his Nate Diaz's age is catching up to him. It's really catching up to him.
So if McGregor would beat Masvidal, how would that influence your decision on who would win if he saw Diaz again?
No. Yeah, without a doubt.
So you think McGregor would beat it? If McGregor beats Masvidal, you have McGregor beating Diaz in the third fight?
I absolutely agree. Yes.
You?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Is that what you got for UFC, or you want to move on to something else, bro?
Yeah. So I haven't watched the rest of the Aaron Hernandez documentary.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched it since. I told you.
I've been watching the Aaron Hernandez
how far are you?
documentary.
Did you watch all of it?
No, I'm in episode 3 right now.
Okay, I stopped at 2.
Oh, you stopped at 2?
Yeah. So, I mean, I just... like we stated in the last... Actually, no, give your opinion because I didn't like it.
I felt like that documentary was fucking fake, man. Dude, it was fake. Have you noticed that one dude, the quarterback?
Oh, I haven't watched it. You
need to watch it. They say some bullshit. Apparently, the quarterback from his high school, they had like some like sexual relationship with each other. I feel like that's a big cap right there.
Yeah, me and Jeff were... Well, I don't think it's a cap, but...
you think they really did?
I mean,
I doubt it. I feel
wait, I never asked you that question in the last one. Okay, yeah, fuck it. Do you think... Wait, what about you? Do you think...
Hell no, dude.
Do you think?
Actually, yeah, no, that's...
I mean, but I think we should all go on the record and say we don't care if he was gay.
Yeah, we don't care. I'm just saying.
Yeah, none of us give a fuck whether he was or not. My only problem with the series was that they really tried forcing that on people, and I don't know what the fuck it had to do with the murder cases.
Exactly.
Like it was when I watched it, I'm like, okay, cool, but I mean, what the fuck does this have to do
with the murder cases?
That's exactly what the fuck I was saying, bro. I didn't fucking get it.
The money,
bro. You just summed up our entire segment on that. It was just what you said. Swear to God, that's pretty much what we came up with. They wanted the views, they wanted the attention, and fucking hell, they got it. That's all social media was on about. I mean, even up to now, they're still making memes of this shit.
Yeah.
I saw fucking. Actually, I can care less about that shit. But
Do you think he wanted to do this, or there was something wrong with Aaron Hernandez?
There was legitimately something wrong with him, but like we were saying,
are you gonna mention like the whole autopsy thing?
But obviously that shit doesn't justify like.
We should also go on the record of saying we're not defending his actions. Yeah. I mean, if he killed the dude, he deserves all the consequences. But I'm just not. My problem was not with how they depicted him. It was the whole him being homosexual and what that had to do with. I mean, the documentary. I would have been completely fine with them throwing that at the end, like a throwaway episode or something. But they started the series by giving this motherfucker airtime so he could try to tarnish his... Well, not tarnish, because being homosexual doesn't tarnish his name. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, I don't know why they started with that. That had absolutely... Like, I personally started watching, going into it like, okay, we're about to go in the mind of Aaron Hernandez. We're about to get all the background history on why he did it. Like, maybe documents that were never shown. Boom, Aaron Hernandez was fucking his quarterback. Whoa, what the fuck does that have to do with
the murder cases?
That's exactly what I was thinking. It had absolutely nothing to do with it. So I was mad confused, and I stopped watching after episode 2 because, like, quite frankly, I don't know. I didn't know where they could have gone with it.
So like I was saying, like, yeah, there was legitimately something wrong with him. Like, he obviously I don't know if you know what CT is.
Oh yeah, CTE. Yep.
It's basically like a brain condition. Yeah. Like I guess you call it a disease, but basically you're destroying your brain basically, and it's caused by, or it's most common in people who are in contact or combat sports. Yep. If you're taking constant blows to the head, then you're more prone to having CTE. But the thing is, they can't diagnose it until after death
because you gotta cut open
you literally have to cut the brain in half to examine.
And apparently his brain was fucked up.
Yeah, like super.
Because I remember what you said in like the first 2 episodes. It was one of the worst.
Yeah, when they cut his brain open, they determined he had like stage 3,
like
or
dementia.
4 CTE, because it goes by stages.
That's insane.
And he had like stage 3 or 4, but the doctors who did the autopsy said it was the worst case of CTE they had seen in the 27-year-old ever.
Yeah, it's insane. And once again, we're not saying, because it does play a... You could say it played a part.
You could say, but still, like, at the end of the day, it's never going to justify what he did.
What he did, yeah.
So, yeah, we're not trying to say that what his condition is what led him to do that. We're not saying it at all.
He killed his
friend. Yeah, we're just saying is that they haven't seen a case like that in, I guess, ever, you said? Or or somebody at his age.
Someone his age.
Because you said 27?
Yeah, and the craziest part about that, and it's like why the NFL is like under fire, or has been under fire these couple like past years for their players' safety and health, is because he didn't have any records of any concussions on file. Even in his college days when he played football and basketball, he never had a really like reported concussions at all, really,
not at all.
ever.
Hence why all the NFL players are retiring so young.
Yeah,
because of that reason, the concussion.
Yeah,
that's insane. I don't know, but I just back to his documentary. I don't know. I don't plan on finishing it. I guess if somebody tells me otherwise, like, yo, it actually ends pretty well. I mean, guess, but
it was actually pretty interesting.
Like, when do they stop talking about that? Like, after the second? Because that's when I stopped.
It was basically like a little like 10, 15 minutes of like the guy being interviewed and stuff. That was it. Really.
But they really tried putting that out there, like nobody was gonna, like, it was like whatever. They're like, let's just throw that in there, like, and nobody's not gonna make. No, they knew what the fuck they were doing, and it fucking worked. So, I mean, I guess good for them. They got what they wanted. Fuck them as well.
That's a normal brain. That was his brain.
Yep. That was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw a picture. That shit was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know. And yeah, we're not justifying it, but I mean, it could have played a part. Who knows? But his shit was fucking mashed. Yeah. So. I don't know, man. I guess that's all I got to say.
There was a highlight that Ray Lewis, I think he like helmet to helmet Aaron Hernandez.
Really?
Yeah. They showed a documentary of it too.
Oh, they showed it in there? That's funny. With fucking Ray Lewis? Jesus Christ, dude.
Dude, you're gonna get killed by him anyways.
one hit, dude, that's guaranteed CTE.
Dude, hell.
Especially in those times, bro. Wasn't that during Ray Lewis's like
Aaron Hernandez was like
almost towards the end of.
It was like 2011.
2011.
Somewhere like that, or 2012.
10, yeah.
When the Ravens win that Super Bowl?
2012.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
He was still a bad motherfucker at that time. So I wouldn't have stepped in front of that motherfucker right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. But if y'all got anything else to say about the documentary, we can move on from that.
But no? He really fucked up his whole career, dog. By killing him, dude. He really fucked up.
But yeah, dude, shit.
He had everything, bro.
Yeah, dude, he was up and rising too.
Dude,
like,
he had everything, and then.
So when did he commit the murder?
Something like 2012.
Yeah.
And he played a year after the Super Bowl, right?
Apparently.
So he played a full season after doing that shit. So I guess this is the daily segment of our video where we talk about Antonio Brown. That's funny that like we could talk about it every time because there's always some new fucking shit with him every fucking time we do this.
I can't wait for his 30 for 30 on this. Dude, that's gonna be legendary right there, dog.
I didn't even think about that. For real, what the fuck?
It's gonna be so fucking legendary, bro.
Wow.
The most entertaining bit is gonna be his post, like after his last fucking game.
Wow,
so it's gonna be so funny.
Wow.
So what? I guess what else is new with him? Because I honestly don't know this time.
He turned himself in.
Oh no, from last time.
Yeah.
What we were talking about him.
Was it his trainer?
Yeah. So last time we talked about him, like just like how fucked his career was. Mm-hmm. But since the last time we did a podcast, he actually had the cops called on him because he assaulted a truck driver that was moving.
Apparently throwing rocks at the truck driver by refusing to move, something like that.
No, it's because he hired a truck driver to come like pick up shit from like his I think it's like his California home or some shit to move it to a different one of his homes. And I guess when the truck driver got to his house, I guess he demanded to be paid like there before he started unloading anything, and he refused to pay him. It was like $4,000 that he had to pay him to, and he said, "You pay me first, or basically you're not getting your shit." He was like, "No, fuck that." So I guess he started harassing him and shit, and then eventually like started throwing rocks and shit at his truck and shit, and then his trainer that was with him supposedly like I physically like did something to him, and they eventually like got the keys to the truck and shit, opened the back, and then they started throwing shit that wasn't even theirs that was in the truck out of the truck as well. So there was warrants issued for him and his trainer. And then his trainer was arrested, I think that same day, and he faced a bunch of charges of, I think it was burglary. I can't say that word.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we got no.
Yeah,
we got
I didn't try because
yeah.
I can't. I bet I'll fuck that shit up too. Burglary.
Yeah. There.
Okay.
Yeah. That plus assault charges. And Antonio Brown didn't turn himself in, but there was a warrant issued for him.
Yeah, so
And wasn't the 911 call eventually released?
Yeah, and then the 911 call was released.
Where the dude stated, he must be smoking something.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't normal behavior. He's harassing me. I need the cops here immediately. And, like, the dude was like, he wasn't scared or anything, but you could, like, I mean, he went out of his way to call the cops. The dude must have been acting in such a really stupid way.
it must be more than just smoking, dude.
Yeah, so the warrant was issued for him, and then he eventually turned himself in. And just this morning, his court was up, so they released him on bail for $100K.
Jesus, dude.
Oh yeah.
And he has to have GPS monitoring for a while. He has to turn over his passport.
Oh yeah,
and,
I saw that. I read that.
That's insane.
And they're making him be evaluated for mental issues.
Oh yeah, they're gonna evaluate him.
Yeah.
That's why in court he had some like a black.
Oh yeah,
vest.
they put on the like a suicide
suicide vest.
like a prevention suicide
Really?
vest.
Yeah. There was a picture of it. He was in court.
Dude, what the fuck is because what the fuck else is new? I mean, the dude is on some shit, bro.
You don't think something's wrong with his head?
CTE.
You think so, dog? Fuck, dude, poor guy.
I think
Shout
that's
out
where
Burf.
Damn.
I mean, he doesn't play for y'all anymore. Fuck the guy. I mean, I follow a couple Steelers fans, a couple dudes we played with in high school, and a lot of them. Oh wow, that's holy shit. That's what he was wearing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, poor dude. I mean, I honestly don't have any problems with the dude, but I don't know, bro. As a Steelers fan, like, what do you get? How do you feel about all this?
Yeah.
As being, I mean, obviously doesn't play for anymore, but I mean, you can't deny the fact that he's done a lot for y'all, this and that. So, how do you, looking at this shit, do you feel like, do you feel bad for him?
No,
like when
God.
everything first started, I personally thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But now,
course.
are you like, oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, but dude, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to wish anything bad upon somebody.
Obviously, but I don't know. Just the way he acted too when he left. It's just I don't know. Just he was a great player. Like we talked about in an earlier podcast. Like I always respect him and love him as a player, but he's just a terrible person. And I don't know if I could feel really pity for.
Yeah, because I remember you said, and I think it was the first or second show. There's no way this is just starting to happen. You said.
Yeah, like because if he's acting like this, there's no way that he's just now starting
acting
to act
up
like this.
Yeah. So like, how long did he play with you?
9 years.
9 years.
So yeah, like, that's when you said that, I really started to think about it. I'm like, yeah, there's no way he's just now starting to act like a child.
Yeah.
Even if it was like 3 or 4 years, not even the whole 9, like dealing with that shit and keeping it low key as they did, because there was never any problems till he left. Shout out their fucking organization, dude, for having to deal with this motherfucker for that long. And I mean, because the fact that they kept it so low key, everybody else outside of the league saw him as Antonio Brown, one of the, if not the best wide receiver in the league at the time. This fucking like
nice guy, like
standards,
like, like cool, always smiling.
Yeah,
you know,
like a role model to people. And holy shit, can you imagine if all of this shit was coming out while he was still signed to y'all?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Shout out y'all or y'all's organization for real.
I can't imagine his ego in the locker room.
That's exactly
that's what
we
we talked about that too. Like the only things that did come out like while he was there is like that he did throw like tantrums.
Oh yeah,
shit
he did. Yep. I read that.
When he didn't like get enough like
passes
or all that. So like there was like moments where he seemed like really fucking selfish. But I guess, like, to a point that's somewhat understandable, like, if you're, like, a top player and shit, like, you obviously want to shine, but still, you know.
It's a business, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's a business. You have to act right, and if not, it's always next man up, and, I mean, shit, y'all got rid of him. The dude has no fucking... I mean, we've even said, I'd be goddamn surprised, but I don't think he's going to play for another team in the NFL ever again. Yeah. What do you think? You think he has a chance? Obviously, skill-wise, he has a chance to play in the NFL, but nobody wants to deal with...
Yeah, of course.
Like
nobody wants to deal with his locker room issues, dude.
Yeah, for real.
It's just too much noise, too much of a distraction.
Like,
So you don't think anybody in the league is desperate enough that they put up with that motherfucker?
Fuck no, dude.
Well, there's teams that are desperate enough, but is anybody willing to deal with that?
No.
The Browns did sign Kareem Hunt.
And the Redskins did sign.
Speaking of Kareem Hunt, literally just read about him.
Nice.
Was pulled over for speeding and was found with a small amount of marijuana.
Oh, this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
When was this, today?
Yeah.
Wow. This was
what a fucking
this
moron.
motherfucker, bro.
I mean, how did he do this year with the Browns? Did he contribute like anything significant?
Not significant because he started week 8.
Nick Chubb had
Nick
a year?
Chubb was the
no, he was starting the whole game, dude. He was carrying that.
I totally forgot. I'm like, wait, didn't Nick Chubb play for that fucking team? He had a fucking year,
bro.
Yeah.
As much as he could carry them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Still the Browns, but I mean, shit. I don't know. Hey, since we're talking about NFL and let's talk about the Super Bowl. I'm trying to talk about the Super Bowl and to get your opinion on this, because me and him already talked about it last time. Even though, I mean, we're scraping that episode, but to make a long story short between you and me so we can get Jonathan's opinion, you said you think the Niners are going to win, but you would like the Chiefs to win.
Yes.
I'm the complete opposite.
So that's what I'm feeling.
You want the Chiefs but think the Niners are going to win?
Yes.
I want the Niners.
I feel like their defense is too nice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, y'all can go. Yes, go ahead, Primo.
It's exactly.
Yeah, restate what you said in the last one, then, since he's touching on the same thing.
That defense is it's different.
Their front seven is
their
different,
front seven
dude.
is stupid. They're big. They're physical. Nick Bosa's a fucking monster.
Nick Bosa plays like he's like in his 7th year in the league. He plays like that.
I think he's so much better than his brother.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah! What the fuck?
Yeah, 100%. Where does his brother play right now?
Chargers,
right? Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, I read something that he wants to be traded, something like that. Joey Bosa, they're willing to trade him. The Chargers.
Hello, Niners.
Can you fucking imagine? Jesus Christ. I personally think I mean I want the Niners to win. I'll give my reason behind it, and I guess y'all can give your reasons for why and whatever. I want Jimmy G to have a ring of his own. I don't know. Ever since he left to the Niners, I've been I ride for that motherfucker hard. I can't speak. I like Jimmy G. I think he had his moments at the Patriots too. The dude's a good quarterback. I mean, obviously, I want him to have a ring of his own so he can look at that thing and be like, fuck Tom Brady, this is my fucking ring. The Chiefs, I don't give a fuck about the Chiefs, to be honest. I honestly would have preferred, and we both said it, the Packers and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
The thing is, if Patrick Mahomes doesn't win this Super Bowl, he's gonna win one.
You think so?
Eventually.
No,
easily.
He has to win one. This could literally start a legacy for him. He will start a legacy.
Oh,
he just won the MVP
dude,
last
year. He started his legacy already.
Can this Chiefs team be a dynasty?
If Andy
you don't know
Reid
about
stays,
all that?
If Andy Reid stays,
I don't know.
Why wouldn't he if they're constantly...
The defense is a little shaky, bro. The defense is...
Doesn't matter if you're fucking scoring 50 a game.
And coming back from what?
So that was another
Yeah, we're jumping all over the place. So I guess I'll just finish. We can just say why we want these teams to win, and then we'll go on to how we think the Super Bowl can play out and their route to the Super Bowl. I'll just finish by saying I don't really give a fuck about the Chiefs. I don't care about the Niners either. But if I had to pick why I want somebody to win, the Niners for Jimmy G getting his ring. I think the Chiefs will win because, I mean, dude, they've come back against some fucking odds. Then again, they were against the Titans, and who else did they come back? The Texans. Mm-hmm. So they weren't like the greatest of contenders. Nobody thought either of those two teams were gonna, Yeah. But then again, it was surprising that they came, because at the end of the day, it was still a 20+ point deficit that they came back from.
Yeah, but those, like you said, those weren't really like powerhouse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I guess you can find a way to counter that.
Yeah, my reason was why I think the Niners are most likely gonna win is those Chiefs started off really slow, those two playoff games that they played, and I think they were losing against the Texans like 24-0 at the first quarter. At the end, and then the Titans, I think, might have been 17-0 at the end of the first.
That's right.
You can't, and then they came back on them. You're not gonna be able to do that against the Niners.
That's why I said the Chiefs defense are a little shaky with that. They're a little shaky.
Yeah, and if you think it's not gonna be easy to come back on the 49ers only because their defense is so. And even if they do start to come back, you have to remember that they still have a pretty potent offense too.
Yeah, and we touched on that in the last one too. We both said because the Chiefs have come back in their last two games from 20+ points, and we were saying what scored, or like how big does a 49ers lead have to be for you to say, oh no, the Chiefs are not coming back from this game? Like, how many points up do the Niners have to be for
3
you
scores.
to? So you say 21-9 or 21 points different, and the game's wrapped.
Yeah.
Easily. You don't think they can come back from that, right? What do you think? Same thing. 21 points plus.
The defense gonna hold it down. Niners defense gonna hold it down.
I don't know. The Chiefs defense has been playing
But
a lot better.
They
a
did
lot better
shut down
than
Derrick Henry, though.
Yeah, they've been playing a lot better than they have before. Tyrann Mathieu's been stepping up too. They got Terrell Suggs too. I don't know.
So, Jonathan, how many, like, final score-wise, obviously I don't want to, like, an exact score, but what will be the difference of points at the end of the game? Like, do you think the Niners are going to win? By how many points do you think they're going to win by? I feel like it's going
to be a close game.
By a touchdown, a field goal?
35-28 by a touchdown, Niners. Yeah.
35-28?
Yeah.
I forgot what you said last time.
They're both dropping 30.
At least?
At least.
So it's going to be a shootout?
So you say it's going to be like 41-35, somewhere like that?
I would have loved for the Packers to be in this position, dog. This would have been such an entertaining Super Bowl. I mean, not that it matters anymore, but if those two would have played each other, how do you think that would have played out? Because, dude, I would have loved to have seen that, bro.
What, the Packers versus...
And the Chiefs. I would have loved to have seen that Super Bowl, dog. I'm telling you, that's the only one I wanted.
No, but the Chiefs will win, though.
The Chiefs would have beat them?
Yeah.
After what I saw from Aaron Rodgers, dude,
in the Niners game? I know, but, like... fuck. But I'm saying if they would have beat them, though, obviously, they would have been in the Super Bowl is what I'm saying. I'm talking, like, prime... Oh, not prime Rodgers. Who did they play before they played the Niners?
Oh, they played the fucking...
I totally forget.
Packers? Or are you saying the Packers?
Yeah, who the Packers played before they got to the conference championship?
Oh, the Seahawks.
The Seahawks, yeah.
Oh, and they didn't slap them, did they?
They didn't, no.
Okay, so I guess from watching Aaron Rodgers in that game to playing the Chiefs, you think the Chiefs still would have had it?
Yeah.
Oh, the Chiefs will no doubt.
So the Chiefs' the best matchup the Chiefs could have had were the Niners for you?
Pretty much.
Damn. I don't know. I still stick by that. I think the Chiefs got it, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners won.
Remember my reasoning as why I wanted the Chiefs to win?
No, I don't. Fuck. What was it?
If they win the Super Bowl, they'll tie with
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
My God. Yes, I forgot you fucking said that.
They would tie Pittsburgh and the Patriots for most franchise Super Bowl wins.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want that?
Yeah, no. So the Patriots are enough. Like I said, if I'd want anyone to tie it or break it might as well be the GOAT. But
yeah.
But no, I just.
So you said how many Super Bowls do they have? They have 4 with Montana, right?
Yeah.
And then
1 with Young.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's such an ignorant way to. But I don't blame him. Fuck, if I was a Steelers fan, fuck yeah, I wouldn't mind that shit either. But I don't know, man. I still stick by. I got Chiefs taking that. Score wise,
hopefully.
Yeah, this motherfucker. I have it anywhere from. Yeah, actually looking at it, yeah, easily at least 30 points.
I feel like Travis Kelce's gonna eat that.
He's gonna eat that
match, man. Who's gonna match him up with them? That's the thing. Richard Sherman, of course, he's gonna be on Hill, of course.
Oh yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't.
Well, they did say maybe they want to put Sherman on Travis Kelce, maybe, but
no, because tight end, that scheme wouldn't work.
Oh yeah,
but I don't know if you'd want to have Richard Sherman's a great corner, but he just doesn't have that speed anymore. And he got burnt by Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Imagine what the fuck Tyreek Hill's gonna do there.
Fast motherfucker. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Christ,
so I don't know, man. The game could play it either way. It's a bunch of factors that could play in, but I don't know. I guess overall,
you gotta remember the Niners have a tight end too.
Oh, George
fucking Kittle.
Yeah.
He's a fucking dog, dude.
Yeah, arguably the 2 best tight ends in the league this year, easily.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt, easily.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Who's Niners running back?
Raheem Mostert.
Well, then didn't he drop? How many touchdowns did he have last week? Or 4, right?
Four. And he had like 200 yards.
Yeah.
That man was eating. Holy shit.
I don't know, bro, but Patrick Mahomes, he's a fucking gunslinger, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. The game could go either way, to be honest.
You still think Lamar Jackson gained the MVP?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's that?
100%.
100%.
Okay. No, I'm just saying. I'm with you on that too.
I can't even. There's not really any point of what ifs and all, but I'm just saying, bro. I didn't think anybody expected that, bro. I mean, I was all with it for the jokes, but I didn't think, dude, the Titans. The Titans.
I give them my props. They went far.
Oh yeah,
give
dude.
them
Those
props.
motherfuckers should keep their heads held up high. They weren't even guaranteed playoffs till the last week of the season.
Yeah, they took Pittsburgh's spot.
Yeah, and on top of that, Ryan Tannehill leaves Miami. It was his second year, becomes starter over Mariota. Beats the New England Patriots.
Dethrones the dynasty.
Fuck yes, and then goes on to beat the number 1 seed in the entire NFL, the best team in the NFL. Just to lose to the Chiefs. But, I mean, dude, if I was them, obviously I'd feel like shit for not being in the Super Bowl, but I wouldn't feel bad at all, to be completely honest, for what they fucking accomplished. If anything, I'm pretty sure
Ryan
they were one of
Tannehill's a Pro Bowler.
He is?
Yeah, he's at the Pro Bowl.
Did somebody not go, and that's why he went?
I guess so, right?
It must have been Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
Must have been,
Right?
Oh,
yeah, that's right. That's
because
right.
Lamar Jackson went, right?
Yeah.
Because I saw that thing was trending with him and...
my God,
Lamar
Lamar
Jackson.
Oh my God, 2 points? You fucking with me, bro.
Oh, that shit was so funny. I'm like, bro, y'all really made a whole article out of this. Like, y'all motherfuckers hate to see this man, Lamar Jackson, win.
Dude, he only got 2 points in that little that skills game, bro.
Like, as a
God.
Steelers fan, you don't have any fucking hate or any bad feelings towards Lamar Jackson, right?
No, I watched him in college. And
So you would say, even as a Steelers fan, you're a fan of his?
yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah, like,
I
don't-
was a fan of him in college.
He's changing the game with his dual threat, dude.
That's what I'm
He's
saying. Like,
changing
that's
it.
the future of the NFL, bro. Like, all these pocket passing quarterbacks are dying in the league, bro.
Oh,
A
yeah.
perfect example I was at was Phillip Rivers this year.
Phillip Rivers.
Fucking,
Oh,
I mean, I respect the dude, but dude, he had an abysmal season, bro.
Yeah.
Tom Brady
hell
didn't.
yeah.
Tom Brady didn't have that hot of a season either, and people say he has a bad receiving core. He's never had a A1 receiving core,
he never had.
and the man's made it work. But he had, I think, one of his worst seasons he's had in the league. And I'm telling you, it's just the pocket passing quarterbacks are a dying breed, bro. It's just,
Yeah.
mobile quarterbacks are things that are taking waves, and it's seen in the league. Patrick Mahomes, Jimmy Garoppolo has feet for a guy. I mean, the dude's young and all, but
Yeah.
it's just people who can evade the pocket or was taking the league by storm. And I think that's what's gonna be. I don't know. I think that's what's gonna teams are gonna be looking for, dual threat quarterbacks.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, he reminds me of a young Brett Favre, dude. The way he just runs out of the pocket and throws. He
Never
reminds
really
me
looked
of
up Brett Favre highlights, so I wouldn't be able to say anything.
Yeah, he had a stupid ass arm. Like,
For real?
Yeah.
like retarded.
Yeah.
He broke one of his receivers' fingers one time.
Oh yeah, that's
he threw
right,
so
dude.
damn hard.
He has a cannon.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was
so
watching with
fucking funny. What the hell?
It was a segment he was doing with John Gruden where they were like going over like his old tapes and shit, and he brought up the practice video. He was like legit just throwing like 40 yards.
Oh, there's a video of it.
Yeah, it was like 40-yard like bombs, and like the thing is like 40 yards, but no hang time, just straight dots, and broke.
It was a 40-yard pass,
just dot,
and it broke his finger.
Just dot. Yeah.
And it broke his finger.
Yeah.
I think you're talking about like a curl route or something,
No.
but a 40-yard pass. Yeah. Go.
Dude, I know
don't
you.
know.
Like, we get underestimated because of the camera, but like looking at it in person, I bet those bitches slaying that football, bro. Those bitches be slanging that football, dog.
That's funny, bro. Oh my god. I don't know, but yeah, I guess that should be straight for the NFL. Is there anything else we talked about in the last one that we scraped that we could bring up?
You want to talk about the NFL draft?
NFL draft?
Even
We
though
didn't
that's
talk
in-
about that in the
even-
last one. I
even
mean,
though-
shit. I'll be down.
Even though that's like in April.
I mean, I personally don't watch almost any college football. Like, so I personally don't know anybody coming out. But I mean, shit, y'all can go ahead. And I mean, obviously know enough to get me buying a conversation. But what do you? Yeah, I mean, because I know you watch college ball too.
Yeah,
and I'm assuming you do too.
Yeah.
So I mean, shit, I could ask questions like, what's? Well, yeah. So what's the? I guess that's what everybody cares about. What's the first couple picks looking like, or who's like the young talent coming out of college?
Chase Young, baby. Chase Young, bruh.
What pick do you have?
Oh, second. The Skins got the second.
Oh, yeah.
I think we have the fourth.
Well, Cincinnati is definitely saying Joe Burrow.
Oh, without a doubt. That man's...
Poor guy.
I remember you touched it. You said it last podcast. You said after Joe Burrow lifted up that fucking trophy.
As soon as that whistle.
Oh, the whistle blew. You said.
Hello, Cincinnati.
Hell yeah.
Poor fucking guy, bro.
Nah, but like...
But you don't think that? You think that it's poor Joe Burrow? Like, you don't think
bro.
he can turn that team around?
I mean, if there's anyone who would be able to do it, it's gonna be Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Dude.
But that's still asking a lot.
And I know he's gonna get shit if he doesn't do it in his first season. And motherfuckers are gonna expect so much.
And you have to remember, he is gonna play Baltimore and Pittsburgh
twice a
year. So
I don't know.
I mean, the Bengals already have a good receiving core. They got AJ Green.
AJ Green's about all they have.
John Ross.
John Ross is a bust.
What the fuck? He's a young guy, right?
Yeah. What has he done since he's came in the league? He was only hyped because of his 40-yard dash.
But I mean, dude, Andy Dalton.
I feel like Joe Burrow can turn that around.
Didn't they have multiple quarterbacks this year? Or play was like 3 quarterbacks this year?
Yeah, dude. But the crazy part about that is, at one point, Andy Dalton led the league in passing yards.
This year?
Point. Yeah.
How early into the year?
Like 6 weeks in.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They only won 1 game, right? Or 2?
2.
I think the Bengals beat the Jets to get their first win, wasn't it?
And the Jets beat the Cowboys. Therefore, the Bengals are better than the Cowboys.
Yo, what is it? What is that, bro? What is that? That's NFL for you.
That shit's so funny to me, bro. Oh my god. That shit's so stupid, bro. People make the funniest fucking jokes with that shit. But I don't know. Other than Joe Burrow, cause I guess that's if he's first overall. Who's second pick? Oh, you guys?
Yeah.
Who I mean, I guess who
Chase
are the
Young.
That you guys are linked to?
The defensive end from
Is that who y'all projected to draft?
Oh yeah.
Chase Young?
Every analyst are saying
Chase Young.
him. Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Especially because now we hired our Jack Del Rio, the defensive coordinator.
Oh yeah.
They ain't got nothing on the Giants signing Jason Gitten. I'm just bro, get the fuck no, dude. No claps. Fuck that shit, bro. Dude. Being a Giants fan these last couple of years have been pretty hard.
Wait,
but I sit through those L's, bro.
Where does the Giant? We'll pick
4th, baby. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at any of our mock drafts because I'll be quite frank.
Receiver.
Who are they projected?
Or offensive line.
We don't have a single receiver though that's decent. I'm pretty sure our lead
I feel like they're
receiver
gonna
this
draft
year
Andrew Thomas.
From
what college is he from?
what position?
O-line.
Yeah, y'all need a
badly
need something.
And
then again,
Andrew Thomas is like the number 1 O-line.
our 2 best receivers, and one's the fucking tight end, is Evan Ingram and Sterling Shepard.
And he can't stay healthy.
Yeah, I know. I don't think he's played a full season for us.
Who?
Not yet.
Evan Ingram.
Dude,
and this is his
so
4th
talented.
or 3rd year. Yeah, he came out of Alabama, didn't he?
No, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. I'm sorry, I was confused. The fucking jersey. I don't know shit about college ball, bro. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Evan Ingram is talented as fuck, dude.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, bro. When he came into the league, bro, I was like, let's see what this young motherfucker could do. I mean, he has his moments, but the motherfucker doesn't play. I don't think he played. I'm pretty sure he missed like 6 or 7 games this year. It was something stupid.
Y'all are legitimately gonna have to build your team
around Saquon. Yeah,
Saquon,
of course. Bro.
Absolutely.
I mean, the dude's he's literally backpacked our team.
Yeah.
These last 2 years that he's been with us, he's backpacked the fuck out of our team. And, I mean, it goes to say that our leading receiver by touchdowns this year was Golden Tate. If that just doesn't describe the Giants, I don't know what the fuck will, bro. So, we're fucking building, and I don't see us being good for at least another 2 or 3 years.
Didn't you franchise tag Sterling Shepard?
Apparently.
Who the fuck else would we have franchise tag, to be honest? There's nobody on our team right now that I'd be like, we cannot, other than Saquon, honestly, or... Yeah, Saquon, that I'd be like, bro, I do not want to lose this motherfucker.
You have to build around Saquon,
dude, I'm telling you, our defense literally broke apart. 4 years ago, I think it was the best defense I've ever seen us have. That, like us, me watching every game. The year we went to the playoffs, I was so satisfied. Literally, the year after, we lost, I think, a good 6 to 5 of our defensive starters, and we just lost, was it Jackrabbit to fucking New Orleans? We sent Jackrabbit to New Orleans.
Really?
Yeah, and we sent Eli Apple a year before him. So it was our 2 starting quarterbacks that are just sent to... I know they're fucking happy they went to New Orleans. But, dude, what the fuck are we left with?
Eli Apple.
Yeah, because... And it's funny because Jackrabbit called him a cancer to the team, and now they're both reunited at New Orleans.
And they're good.
They were good fucking players for us, and... I don't know, bro. Like I said, I don't see us being good for another 2 to 3 years. Yeah. We ain't shit. We're a building team,
I feel like I just hope the Skins at least do something. Like this.
I don't know, bro. I feel like the Eagles and the Cowboys have this shit locked down against us for a good couple of years, bro. So I want to get my hopes up if I were you, because I'm sure as hell not.
I say 8-8 at most with like the first like.
That's being generous.
Yeah, I'm being biased. Bro.
You think y'all can be 8-8? Yeah. I'll be surprised if we win 5. Bro, we're playing the AFC North. Y'all are the AFC North, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing the AFC North.
Oh yeah, but you play Pittsburgh next season.
And the Ravens.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. We're not looking.
That's gonna be tight, actually.
Tight in what for them, maybe, dude. We're gonna get, dude. Their division is gonna come to the NFC East and absolutely.
You think you guys have a chance against Pittsburgh?
I say we do, bro.
Damn, bro, that bias is killing. I'm gonna keep it a buck and be like, they're gonna run over us. So I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, I already accepted the fact that we're not gonna be good for 2 to 3 years easily.
We had a top 5 defense this season.
That's true.
And they're getting Big Ben back.
Yeah, we're getting Big Ben back.
I mean, I would have been so with you if y'all played them this year. If y'all were playing them next week, I'd be like, I mean, still probably not, but y'all would have a way better chance. But dude, all they were missing was that quarterback. Man. So I don't know how you could go either way, bro. Who are you guys committing to next year at quarterback?
Oh, Haskins.
Yeah, y'all are committed to him 100% now.
100%.
Who's his backup?
I think it's Colt McCoy. I think.
What the fuck is Alex Smith still under contract?
Apparently, yeah.
Apparently,
yeah.
So
I don't know.
You gotta remember, the dude almost lost his leg.
Yeah. Because after the surgery, what happened? It got infected or some shit.
Yeah, it got a bunch of infections. Yeah.
Oh fuck, poor fucking guy. But I mean, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about college. So if y'all don't have that much to talk about, we can move on from that too. What else you got, Primo?
Nice. They finally released the official cause of death of Juice WRLD.
Oh yeah.
You said it. We didn't even talk about it during the last show. They said accidental overdose, right?
Yeah, it was basically he overdosed in those perks
off of oxidine
and
codeine.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, me and Jonathan had we got blessed and we had the privilege of being able to see Juice WRLD live. Yeah. I think I've been to 6 concerts or 5 concerts. And I could easily say that Juice WRLD could be tied for the best show I've ever been to. Maybe only because of the venue it was at, because that shit was fucking insane, dude. Like, just when because I've never been to that venue when we got there. And when we walked in, bro, I just couldn't fucking believe how fucking massive.
I felt that energy right
it was
when we got in
stupid as
there.
hell. Like, you couldn't see, anything from the amount of people that was there. It was literally it was so fucking humid in there. From everybody surrounding you. Like maybe once every couple minutes you'd get like a quick I guess you get brushed with cold air from the fans that were above, and you that 1 second felt like heaven, bro.
Oh my god, dude, yes, bro.
Yeah, I was like, dude, but the acts before him, the people that opened, it was cool. They got everybody hyped, and then he came out to Armed and Dangerous. The beat comes in, we're like, bro, I'm about to see this motherfucker for the first time. He comes out, and I said, for a bunch of shows I've been to, you never you always hear these artists, see their music videos, but seeing them live is so fucking different, because they're like, oh shit, this dude is, he's right there, I've seen his videos, I hear his music, but the dude's standing right there, and the energy he brought out when he came in, dude, it was insane.
Especially with him and Ski Mask.
Yeah, and then Ski Mask comes on midway towards a show, and I don't know, man, they put on one of the best shows I've ever seen, and I've been a fan of Juice for a really long time, so.
Dude,
so I'm just happy that we got to experience that before he passed. And yeah, man, I wouldn't trade that shit for the world. I'm really happy to say that I could see that, because I could have seen him live, and every now and then, I don't know about you, but I look at those memories on Snap, and I'm like, bro, we actually got to see this man's live, and I'm pretty happy. I'm happy that I guess their families have closure, family and friends, to know that I don't know what else they could have ruled it as. Other than an overdose?
I think it was just an overdose.
Yeah, but I guess if anything, it could give him peace of mind that the investigation or whatever is over with. There's nothing else. There's nothing that's going to continue with that. The man can rest in peace. And yeah, I'm just happy that they have their closure. And
honestly, you can just go to as much concerts as you can.
Yeah, that's
as long as they're
they're there. I had the same problem with Lil Peep, dude. He came I think a week before his death or 2 weeks before his death. He was touring around here, but I didn't really have friends that listened to him like that. So I was like, I mean, fuck it. The dude's still blowing up. I'm going to fucking see this dude eventually. And yeah, 2 weeks later, he passes, and then, dude, it killed me. When I read it that night, I clearly remember we were playing Xbox. I don't know what the fuck we were doing, and I get the notification, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. Put my phone down, didn't think about it. And then once I get off, I'm laying in bed and I hear his music and I'm like, oh wait, like he's dead. Like this dude just died. What the fuck? And it just hits me like a fucking brick wall, bro.
That's what happened to me.
And it just killed me
with X, bro.
Oh,
I was like, dog. I was like, stop bullshitting me. He's not dead, bro. Don't bullshit me,
because
bro.
the difference with these other dudes is you OD. I mean, they're pronounced dead there.
Yeah.
With X being shot, they were saying, yo, I mean, he's fighting through it. Ski was going live.
Through it, bro.
Yeah, Ski went live on Insta, and he was like, he got shot. He's at the hospital, and I'm like, oh, okay. So, I mean, people get shot. You know, I think he might make it.
But then reports say that he got shot in the neck. I don't know how many times.
And then once you saw the videos of that people took of him while he was in his car, I'm like, oh, this dude's not gonna. This dude looks like he's dead already.
He was already dead. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn, that fucking hit too. So. Yeah, I think Jonathan said it perfectly. I don't know why I didn't touch on it earlier. Yeah, dude, if you have the opportunity to see any of these artists that you listen to on a regular basis, if you have the opportunity to see them live, man, I say go for it, dude. I mean, you're not guaranteed anything in life, bro. I mean, people die all the time, so, I mean, these memories are forever, bro.
Like, at least win a contest, do anything. Even
like,
if you can't afford it, do something.
Yeah, do something to get there, bro, because, I mean, you don't forget about these stuff, and, even my cousin went with us to see Ski Mask.
Hell yeah!
That was beautiful.
It was in December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went last month, and I don't know. We talk about that shit at least once a week. Like when we're listening to him, we're like, bro, remember when this shit came on during the show all the time? And we're like, bro, like these memories are forever, man. So if you have the opportunity to see them,
over there.
Oh, nah, dude, I don't even want to get started on that. That shit was stupid. That was the other show. If not that, then the Juice. But that was easily the best show I've ever been to. 100%. That shit was ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know, bro. I pulled up to that shit. I got my fucking iPhone 11 that same day. I had no case on that shit. You didn't have a
fucking case on.
I didn't have a case on that shit. Yeah, I pulled up, bro. I didn't give a fuck, bro. I would have probably enjoyed myself more if I had a case on it, but I didn't give a fuck. I turned the fuck up at that show, and it was lit. When we pulled up, because I've been to that venue like 3 or 4 times.
It was my first time, actually.
Oh, for real? Yeah. At that spot?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice. So when we pulled up, that was because the show was sold out, and there was like a huge line. Like I swear, if we counted it, we walked for a good. You're probably not gonna sound a lot, but if you walk in a straight line for like a minute and a half, you're gonna get somewhere. Yeah. So that was a line, and on top of that, people were constantly coming in behind us and behind us. So we were probably towards the halfway point of the line, and it took up at least like a block and a half. Oh yeah. So, I thought it was so funny when we pulled up because it was cold as fuck that day.
You rolled up in a fucking shorts and goddamn short sleeve shirts.
So Jonathan hops out and he's like, yo, are y'all gonna take your sweaters? And I was in a long sleeve, so I didn't care. But I'm like, bro, it's kind of cold.
I don't know what the fuck I was saying.
no, but I was like, once we got in there, I'm like, oh, yo, it's kind of warm as fuck. And I look at Jonathan and he's like, I told you. I'm like, oh yeah, dude, you're fucking right. I'm like, bro, I know he's about to be comfortable as shit with this story. No, because like,
I wouldn't mind brought a hoodie, but I was like, nah, I didn't want to like
have to like hold the hoodie or anything, like having to take it off. I'm like, that's so fucking funny.
Because we're gonna turn the fuck up.
Yeah, so I was like, dude, I was like laughing at him the whole time and thinking in my head, bro, I know he's cold, but once we got in there, I'm like, yo, it's kind of hot and this shit hasn't even started
cold at all, bro.
Oh man, but I mean, since we're still talking about music, I guess since I was gonna ask Jonathan some questions regarding music, because I know he's a pretty big fan of, I guess, anything music. On our last podcast, I asked my cousin to make a Mount Rushmore of best footballers. I want to ask you if you had to make a Mount Rushmore of 5 artists of all time to put on your Mount Rushmore. To make it easier, let's just say hip hop artists.
Of all
best of all time on a Mount Rushmore, like 5 faces on the mountain.
5
artists of all time of yours, all hip hop.
Like influence,
anything.
Impact.
You could put anybody you want on there. Just 5 hip hop artists that you could put.
You go. Jay-Z is 1, Rakim is 2, you could say Tupac is 3, Biggie is 4, and my 5th, Nas.
As your top 5?
Yeah.
Can you put 5 albums on the Mount Rushmore?
5 albums?
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Yeah, that's hard.
You know, let me ask you a better question, because I know you talk about this. I know you're a big Kanye fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are what are Kanye's 3 best albums?
Oh, that's
in order from 3 to 1. And I mean, I don't think I can make a 3 to 1, but I think my favorite Kanye album of all time is My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's your one?
That's number 1.
And then what's your 3 and 2?
My 2 is College Dropout. Number 3 is Late Registration.
What do you think about Yeezus?
Yeezus?
Because I know people have
It's
a lot.
It's very experimental.
Yeah, like you
it's
have
very
to
how can I put it?
like you have to have like a you can't just be
very
feeling any type of way to listen to that album. That's what I'm saying.
Yeezus is very futuristic if you listen to the beat very carefully, actually.
Because I know a lot of people don't even put that nowhere near like their 5, and some people think it could be one of his best of all time. I don't know about you, but I always see it's either hit or miss with that album. People love it or people fucking hate it.
They hate it because it's experimental.
It's so different from his other stuff. So how do you see that? Do you like the album?
Oh, I fucking love it, dude.
You do?
Yeah.
But it's not good enough to be in your top 3?
No.
5?
Maybe.
I respect it. So you wouldn't put Kanye in your top 5 of all time in rappers or hip hop artists?
Hip hop artists, yes. He's top 5, top 10 around there.
But you wouldn't put him on your Mount Rushmore?
No.
He said not at all.
Because I'm talking about like pure hip hop and rap.
All right, what about artists from 2010 till now? Like new wave of artists from 2010 to now. On like top 5 Mount Rushmore from then and now.
I was gonna say Drake, but like he's not considered as a rapper. He's more like a pop artist.
Pop artist?
Yeah. No, he is. I'm serious.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a whole rapper. No, he makes all kinds of music.
Yeah, I say Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Joey Badass, A$AP Rocky, and Freddie Gibbs.
A$AP Rocky? In your top 5?
No, actually, no. Take off A$AP Rocky. Who can I put, actually?
Freddie Gibbs is a good one.
Freddie Gibbs, actually...
You ask 100 people that, maybe 3 of them would give you that same answer. That's crazy.
My 5th? Who can I put as my 5th, actually?
I'm with you with... I mean, I don't listen to him a lot, but, I mean, respect-wise, you have to put J. Cole on there. Kendrick Lamar is a given.
And you said artists from this decade, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let me start over then. Kendrick.
Technically last decade.
Yeah.
Last decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Go
Kendrick, ahead. J. Cole, then Drake. I'll say Kanye. And, Freddie Gibbs, yeah.
Freddie Gibbs?
Yeah.
How would you rank them in order?
No one said Wayne?
Fuck.
Lil Wayne was like 2 decades
Yeah,
ago.
okay, fuck it. Then if that's your 2010 to now, what about your 2000 to 2010?
Lil Wayne's number 1, dude.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, and Kanye, you could put him up there.
Yeah, you could put him there too.
Nelly, you can put him up there as well.
You put Nelly on there?
Yeah, of course.
All right, what are your other 2 if you had to put other 2?
50 Cent.
Fuck. So do you count groups? No, we'll do groups after then, I guess. So what's your other artist?
If you would put 50 Cent on there, you'd have to put Dr. Dre on there too.
You wouldn't put Eminem on there?
Actually, yeah, hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all the same label.
Yeah.
But obviously from 2000 to 2010, though, I might tell him 2010 and now. Fuck that. But yeah, I'd go. I think I'd have probably the exact same list, except for maybe Nelly. I'd have to think of somebody else, but yeah, it's pretty spot on.
I can respect that because Nelly came on top of my mind. He did have like a huge hit song that like did impact the 2000s and kind of towards.
Yeah, because a lot of people could say that they credit a lot of their current. The way they make their music to Nelly as well. I've heard a lot of people name him not as inspiration, but as somebody they listened to growing up, and obviously got him into making music. So, what about groups? Can you do groups? Three groups.
Shit. Groups like all time?
Yeah, any time.
You could say Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Bone Thugs, NWA.
Actually, make 5 because holy shit, there's a good amount of groups. Would you put Mobb Deep in your top 5?
Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Outkast is top 5, Bone Thugs, Wu-Tang, and NWA. Those are my 5.
At your top 5, can you rank them?
Dude, how can you rank them?
That's what I'm asking. Can you rank them?
No, I can't. They're all equally great. They all made an impact to this generation of the groups.
If you had to take 2 of those, and if you can only pick 3 of them, 2 of those groups' entire discography deleted, never existed. Which 3 would you keep and 2 would you get rid of?
Shit.
If you had to get rid of 2 of them, keep 3. 2 of them never cease to exist.
I keep 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang.
They're like the groups.
Oh,
like the groups in general. Like,
Wu-Tang, Mobs Deep and NWA.
So Outkast and who else did you say? And Bone Thugs and Harmony, you would have their music completely erased?
No, actually, no. Switch it up, bro. Actually, fuck.
Yeah, it's hard as shit.
Switch it up. I'll keep Outkast and Mobs Deep and Wu-Tang. I have to.
What about from your 2000 to 2010? If you said 50 Cent, Nelly, Eminem, Lil Wayne, and who else you say?
I think
You
I
said Kanye, right?
Yeah.
So if you had to get rid of two of those, their music never existed again. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'd have to. One of them would have to be Nelly.
Nelly and 50 Cent.
Nelly, 50 Cent music never again. Who were you said Kanye, Lil Wayne, and Eminem. Oh
Yeah.
What the fuck? 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, what about from your 2010 or this last decade? You had to get rid of two of those artists. You said Kendrick, Cole, Kanye, Drake, and Freddie Gibb.
If I had to get rid of two?
Yeah.
Fuck. I say Freddie Gibbs and Drake. Freddie Gibbs and Drake.
Whoa, you get rid of Drake's entire...
Dude, it's tough. How you gonna get rid of Kendrick?
No, I wouldn't. You think J. Cole is a better artist in general than Drake was?
No.
Or is?
No, Drake's a better artist, but J. Cole's a better rapper.
So you'd be 100% with getting rid of Drake's music over J. Cole's?
Unfortunately, yes.
Wow.
It's tough,
nice.
bro. It's tough.
Damn. I don't know. If that was my five, then I'd do Freddie Gibb. I'd have to get rid of him, sadly, but that's just like a giveaway. And I'm not saying he's bad. It's just if you compare them to the other artists, right?
Right.
Then J. Cole. I'd have to get rid of J. Cole's music. I mean, I'm not the biggest Drake fan. I don't listen to him every day. I don't listen to Kendrick every day either. But it's just what they've done for music is what I'm basing it off of.
Yeah.
But damn, bro, just like that, get rid of Drake like it's nothing, bro.
It's hard.
That's funny as shit.
What do you think of Roddy Ricch?
Bro, can I be honest with you?
That man, that's my man.
I haven't heard a single song. I haven't even heard the box.
You need to listen to his Antisocial album.
I haven't even listened to that shit. Not even like I haven't even listened to the box. And isn't that album, hasn't it been at #1 for 2 weeks straight now?
Yeah,
I haven't listened to a single track of his, bro.
Basically #1 album, and he had the #1 song on Billboard.
Who do you think are your... Do you listen to SoundCloud era rap at all?
Like which?
We talking like Playboy Cardi, Lil Uzi.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Who do you think are influential, or I guess best 5 artists who started on SoundCloud to have come out?
You named 2 of them.
Yeah, obviously those are easily 100%.
I was gonna
I'd say
21 Savage is one of them.
You'd say 21 to come out. I'd say X.
Oh, X of course.
Uzi, Playboy Cardi. Ooh, 21 Savage. You put 21 Savage on there?
I was gonna say maybe Travis Scott.
Ooh.
Because he started out with Alfora and
Alfara.
Alfara and Drugs You Should Try It.
Fuck. How big are you of a Travis Scott fan?
I'm a huge fan, dude. I went to see him twice.
Oh, you did, right? Capital One, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So you'd put him on there?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I think respect-wise, just for what he's done, I guess, because, I mean, the thing about these artists is that a lot of people don't credit them, but, like, a lot of, like, mainstream artists, like, for example, I'm not saying he has, but, like, let's just give an example of Drake, and, like, people who are on his level of popularity, they get a lot of their newer stuff and I guess their flows and like their styles and all of that from these underground or no-name rappers that not a lot of people know of.
Yep.
A perfect example was like Juice WRLD. He got a lot of hate from a bunch of SoundCloud rappers because of a lot of people he listened to on his own SoundCloud page. He followed a lot of these other artists who I listened to who probably got like anywhere from 10,000 to 50,000 plays on their music.
Right.
And Juice WRLD was like copying their lyrics, their album artworks, their flows and everything, and they were giving them a lot of shit for it, but because their voices are so small and like never hit like mainstream like news articles and shit like that. So they were giving them a lot of shit, but I guess that's what a lot of people don't understand is that all these artists, mainstream artists, whether they like it or not, whether their fans don't want to admit it, are fans of all these really underground artists and get inspired by a lot of their new stuff by these smaller artists. Yeah, so I mean, I respect that. I think Travis Scott's a good one. Do you have another one to make it 5?
gotta think for this one actually.
Kodak.
Hey, Kodak, but it's a top 5.
I don't know about a top 5. Oh, what about Denzel Curry?
Ooh, fuck. Denzel Curry is pretty fire.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I give him all the respect, 100%. Wow. Did you like his last album? What was it called?
Zoo?
Was it called Zoo?
I think it was Zoo.
Like the album cover with his face painted black and white, the one that had
something like Taboo, something.
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
Taboo. Yeah. Do you listen to Denzel Curry regularly?
Oh yeah.
So
I fucked with that album because it was deep.
So you support him as an artist?
Yeah, of course. He's like really talented. He's like really an upcoming artist.
With artists like that, do you still consider them not mainstream, or because they're like in the balance between they're not mainstream but they're not underground either, right?
Yeah, Denzel Curry's in between. Yeah, absolutely.
What other artists do you think are in that same range that aren't like mainstream, like these other like radio played artists, but they're also not underground because they have a big enough fan base?
X is one of them.
You think X was one of them?
Yeah, X was one of them.
You think Ski Mask is one of those
Ski Mask is one of course. Juice
was one of them
too. That Baby is one of them.
Do you listen to the Baby? Like
He's fire.
You think he is?
Yeah, of course.
I listened to him earlier, like when he first started coming out. But what do you think about people who think all of his music is the exact same?
They're right.
They're right?
Yeah, they're right. I mean, what can I say?
I know we're not recording this with a camera, but all he said, he just looked straight into the mic and just nodded. Like, yeah, I agree. They're right. It's so simple. I mean, yeah, I that's another reason why I stopped listening.
But regardless, he's still fire.
Oh yeah, he's fire as fuck.
He can switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, but you can see what if I switch it up. Yeah, I'm with you. Like when people, I didn't hear it at first, but when I saw a lot of people hating on him for it, I'm like, all right, let me sit through this album real quick and like literally try to listen for it, and they weren't fucking wrong. I mean, obviously they're not the exact same, but the dude raps. He has the same flow on almost all of his songs.
But he has a good flow.
He's fire as fuck, 100%. But I was like, dude, I mean, they weren't lying. I don't know why I didn't hear this before everybody else started saying it. Shit was so funny to me. I don't know. Primo, do you have anything else that you wanted to talk about?
I mean, I do have a lot of shit to talk about, but I don't know if y'all want to.
Yeah, I'm down. But I guess what we could do, we could do 2 more stuff because this could be a good hour and a half.
Want to go over the gaming thing again?
Which one?
What people's opinions are on like gaming and shit.
Did we talk about that on the other one?
Started with David Dobrik, and then how all these like YouTubers.
Oh
and shit.
yeah, okay, yeah. I think that'll take us to the hour and a half. I'm good with that. Yeah, go ahead and start it off.
So I don't know if you knew this, but David Dobrik was recently on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, okay.
Made his first late night appearance on mainstream TV. Okay. So we started off. I started off basically asking him, what does he think about like all these YouTubers like getting all this like mainstream media attention, like getting to like this level of like celebrity that like that's like worldwide and shit, just strictly being a YouTuber and shit. And this kind of transitioned into also gaming. A perfect example of it was Ninja, who fucking blew up.
Yeah, you could easily say he was a household name.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like I bet a lot of kids introduced their parents to it, and I mean, any parent with a child with a gaming system played Fortnite.
Oh, of course.
I mean, if you played video games, whether you liked it or not, you have played at least a match of Fortnite in your life. So their parents were hip to what was going on, and I guess it was so weird to them to see like a blue-haired, tall, white, skinny guy,
and then, like when like
video gamer.
And then you like try to explain like what he does is he plays video games for hundreds of thousands of people per stream. Yep. And he's getting paid for it. Yeah. Like he's earning money from it. Must be nice. And there's like people that when they see stuff like that, they're kind of like, I don't get it. Like,
like get a job.
Yeah,
right?
Get a job, like
a real job. Actually,
like they don't consider it a real job. And I was going because there was a segment on Jimmy Kimmel that I don't know if you remember or knew that Ninja was on the cover of ESPN.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He was on.
There was a lot of controversy with that. Actually,
yeah. Exactly what I'm getting to. So there was a lot of shit for him because he's on ESPN
because he's a gamer.
And he's a gamer. It's not
athlete.
Sports. He's not an athlete. They don't. A lot of people don't consider that a real job. And just wanted to know your opinion on all that shit on people who have that such
mostly
mind.
I guess you could say adults who are ignorant and don't understand.
And Jimmy Kimmel said on that same segment, he was he basically said aren't you proud that your kids could become rich and famous just by sitting at their desk watching games and masturbating all day?
Yeah, just roasting them and shit. So yeah, what I was saying, I'm pretty sure what I said in the last one was I guess parents in particular are really ignorant.
And that wasn't. I'm sorry. That wasn't the first time he did that either.
He roasted video games
the
and
gamers and shit.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it all started taking off when I don't know what year it was. What year was it when Black Ops 2 ended?
2014. I was gonna say.
Okay, so in 2015, I guess, is when Ghost came out, right?
Yeah.
So. That was the first COD that was introduced to the X Games,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people thought it was really fucking stupid because they said this isn't a fucking sport.
Yeah.
You can go either way on that. I personally think you have to strategize. You have to,
course,
you know what I'm saying? I don't
have
think,
the right mindset.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. I don't think it should belong in the fucking Olympics or anything.
Yeah.
But the X Games, I understand.
Yeah.
So it was they were legit. X medal games and X Games gold medals that they give to athletes. They were giving to these esport athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Optic Gaming won it that year. They got fucking goats. The goat Nate Shot led that team. You know what I'm saying? So they it was on there. So
don't think Optic Scumpy didn't do shit either.
Yeah, fucking go. Definitely. Yeah. I was watching his shit actually. He was reviewing it. It was funny as hell. But in the video, he was talking about how a lot of people were giving them shit because they didn't think Call of Duty it was only COD belonged in the X Games, and he was giving his reasoning behind it. He was like, you have to strategize. You have to do all this and that. It's not just sitting down and playing. And I guess that's so relevant now because dude, Ninja. He doesn't just sit there and obviously he just sits there and plays, but how many people can legitimately do it almost every day for 12 plus hours just sitting there and playing? And you could argue he's just sitting there,
the same game,
and nobody knows if he truly enjoys what he's doing, but nobody else is gonna watch him do other shit. Yeah, so it's a job. He's sitting there and doing nobody wakes up every day and says I want to go to my job because I like it. No, they want to go and get money. I know Ninja doesn't wake up every day and says I want to play only Fortnite today. No, I don't even touch that shit anymore because how fucking drained I am of that shit. I don't find it fun anymore. And I'd even play as much as he does. So for somebody who sits there and plays that shit for 12 hours a day, the dude literally said in interviews that he was at some point depressed. He was sleep deprived because he felt he had an obligation to sit there and stream every day for people who were pretty much giving him money. Yeah. Because how Twitch works, and I'm pretty sure you have to. You don't have to, but you can subscribe to somebody for. I'm pretty sure it's $5 or $6 a month.
Yeah.
And he felt he was obligated to stream for these people who were pretty much just handing him over money for playing. And you could also say he doesn't have to, but if somebody was paying you to just sit there and play video games, wouldn't you feel like the least you could do is just, I guess, record yourself playing for them? So I think it's just the fact that these people are older and they're really ignorant to the fact that things are changing, I guess. Yeah. So I just that kind of stuff really pisses me off because they're mad ignorant on it. So I don't know. What's your opinion on all that?
I have no opinion, honestly.
So you can care less whether...
Yeah.
Yeah, because
They're just gamers, dude.
Yeah. What do you think, Primo?
Yeah, I just think just adults are ignorant to that.
And they don't understand?
Times are changing.
Yeah.
It's just not how shit used to be. There's the internet plays the biggest role in the world right now.
And if you think about it, like all these kids are just watching YouTube now.
Yeah.
Watching streamers.
That's what I was about to touch on after. What's your opinion on somebody like Ninja who only plays video games, right? Mm-hmm. Having the same popularity, if not more, than I guess an actor, for example. Let's just say like fucking Brad Pitt, right? Mm-hmm. How do you feel about people seeing Ninja the same as they see a celebrity like Brad Pitt who stars in movies and does all this? Like, do you think they're the same person popularity wise, or do you think this dude Ninja just plays video games? He's not a celebrity. Or what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, they're like two different things.
Yeah, they're different. You can't really.
I'm talking popularity wise. Like, you know how people see him like, oh, he's like such a celebrity. Like, oh my god, like,
no.
Like some people are like, oh, we don't even want to walk up to him to ask for a picture. Like they hold these celebrities to such high standards. Mm-hmm. Do you think people like Ninja who have literally millions of followers on all these social medias, do you think they should deserve the same kind of like popularity and be held to the same high standard as these other celebrities?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. I think so too. So I don't get why people see him and go, oh, he just plays video games. What the fuck is all the hype about?
Yeah.
Like, why are people fans of somebody who just sits there and plays video games?
This generation is changing, dude.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, like you said too.
Yeah. Times
are changing, so I don't know why people just can't accept the fact that, he is just playing video games, but I don't know. I guess people are just really ignorant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I got to say about that. Did we touch on anything else related to that on the last one or no? No, right? No. Huh. If you have anything else, do you wanna say, or do you want to cut this one?
Yeah, one more.
Pretty much. I think that was pretty much all I had. That's relevant.
I was gonna say we can. No, I was actually gonna say.
What's up?
We can talk about the Champions League.
I don't mind talking about the Champions League. Like a quick rundown of what's
rundown. Yeah.
I guess what we could do is I'll just go ahead and look up what games you could say are
because all the Champions League is gonna return in like somewhere in February.
The 18th and 19th. What I'll just run down is to sum it up pretty much. What 4 teams do you see are the 4 best that can make the semifinals? I guess
I'll say Liverpool,
Madrid, Barca, Liverpool, Juve.
Yeah.
The same?
Yeah. No doubt.
Finalists?
Mm-hmm.
Finalists?
Obviously, we can't guess finalists, but what would you like to see? Who would you like to see in the finals? No bias.
No bias?
No bias.
Well, no bias. I think I still want Madrid in the final.
Yeah.
No bias.
You're a Barca fan, right?
Yeah. No bias. No bias, honestly. Juventus and Liverpool. I can see that.
I want to see Barca and Liverpool play each other again before in the Champions League. Whether it's in the final, whether Madrid doesn't make it or not, I want to see them play each other again.
I think Liverpool's going back to back, no doubt.
You think they're gonna win it again?
Yeah, of course. It's like they're getting better.
Wait, hold on. I mean, can you really counter that though?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not playing bad. They're still undefeated.
Yeah, they're like first in the league.
I just don't want to accept the fact that they could possibly win it again.
Yeah. But the question is, can they do it 3 times?
I've seen PSG's PSG is playing well actually in the Champions League.
PSG always plays well.
But like
they get
the round of 16.
So they get tested.
Yeah.
I don't even know who they're playing this in this round. I'm Dortmund.
No, that's gonna be a
young talent. Yeah, that's a good test for them.
Haaland
is gonna. Oh my god, Haaland's gonna like
23-minute hat trick on his debut. Fucking hell,
dude, he's a monster. Dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So who do you want to see in the final? You say Juve and Liverpool?
I want the El Clasico final.
I don't think my heart can handle that. Hell no. I wouldn't be able to watch that game.
Barca, dude.
I wouldn't be able to watch that game.
I want that El Clasico final.
You know that feeling when we're in like you by yourself. You're in a 1v3 on the search match, and you're like breathing heavy, and you're like, fuck. I feel like that the entire fucking match. I feel like that during regular El Clásicos, bro. And they're just regular league matches. Can you imagine the shit that would be spoken? Can you imagine the shit that we speak?
Yeah, the thing is, whoever wins that ends it. Yeah, that ends it.
It'll be like, oh, we beat you in the league this year. Let me look up last year's Champions League real quick. I wouldn't want that, bro. I wouldn't want that.
Shit.
And even this year, we would lose. We're a different team in the Champions League. Yeah. I don't know.
You guys are.
We've recovered since.
Do you think Real Madrid can make it to the semis?
To semis?
Nah, I think quarterfinals. And I'm not trying to be biased. I'm trying to be real, I'm trying to be real as possible.
You fucking asshole.
I'm trying to be real as possible.
I see Liverpool.
Damn, all I'm saying is
Barca, Juve, and
all
City.
I'm saying is Barca's playing another Italian team.
Were they playing?
Napoli.
Yeah.
Damn, get that.
Oh, fucking
Get that.
Immobile's gonna
Before
kill
we can even
Barcelona.
talk about Real Madrid making it to the semis, do you think we can get past City?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh no, Real. I think you guys will beat them. Yeah.
Who does Barca? Oh,
It's
we just
gonna
said Napoli. You think we can make it past City?
Barca's getting another bottle ready.
I don't know, bro. That's why I said I don't know. That's what I said. Instead of y'all said Liverpool, Juventus, Madrid, and Barca. I think City can take Madrid's spot in that 4. I'd be surprised if we make it past this round. To be completely honest with you.
But yeah, you never know.
You wouldn't be surprised if we made it past, but you wouldn't be surprised if we got knocked out either.
I'd be surprised.
So wait, so your opinion has changed then? Because I remember when we first drew them, you thought that we were fucked.
They've played a couple more matches. They've recovered. They've been playing really well recently.
And City really hasn't. They're trailing
Oh,
Leicester
yeah,
in the
they're
league,
like-
third in the league.
Yeah.
But then again, all these teams are different when they play in the Champions League. Because like City, for example, you could say that Liverpool won the Premier League already.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
So a team like Madrid still has to play for the league. City can legit throw everything on the line to play for this Champions League, and that could put Madrid into a difficult situation because, I mean, they still have a chance to win their league. City doesn't, so City loses absolutely nothing from just throwing everything they have and gets this round of 16 against Madrid.
Then Madrid's been playing really well. We're getting Hazard back.
And ever since you guys started,
what did we do with him?
on the center
What did we do with him?
He played well.
He's not his price tag well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, did you? I mean, to be completely honest, when we first, not rumored, when we first signed him, did you know off the rip he's not going to be as good as he's not going to fill those shoes that he's meant to fill?
Never. No one is.
Did you think when you saw the price tag that we bought him for? Did you think, oh shit, he's not going to play to that price tag?
Yeah.
So you didn't get your hopes up for him?
No, I mean I just wanted that player, that superstar, that Madrid always needed.
That'll make an impact on your team.
Yeah.
I read something about Barca. I posted it on my story a couple days ago, the screenshot I got on Twitter, and I wanted to get your opinions on it. It said, Spain's golden generation is the real reason behind Barca's success. I don't know why people hype Messi for it. Spain's golden generation won Euro 2008, the World Cup 2010, and the Euro 2012 without Messi. Whereas Messi has won nothing without them, just one UEFA Champions League in 8 years, and now he's bottling 3-0 leads for fun. And I've always said that, but like I said, and I want to just restate it because I'm pretty sure we've said it in every show, I think Messi is the best soccer player to have ever played. Yeah. And I think you say that too, and you probably not even as a Barca fan would say the same thing as well. But I don't get why all the hype behind Messi being given like the best. I don't want to say it. Well, I mean, I completely agree with this tweet. I mean, an opinion on what I said?
Yeah, because if you look at the World Cup, that winning squad, 6 of the 11 players were Barca players,
which were Iniesta, Xavi, David Villa, Puyol. Piqué was on there, right?
Yeah.
And Jordi Alba wasn't on that team, and I forgot who else. But yeah, I mean, it was their golden generation.
Was it Pedro?
I was gonna say.
Oh, Pedro was on that team, but he was at Barca, right, at that time?
Yeah.
Okay, then Pedro.
Oh wait, no, fuck, he wasn't on Barca. Was he Fabregas?
Oh, he was.
Was
Wasn't he starter?
He started that game, but I don't know if he was on Arsenal. Then.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Was he still with the boys?
Oh no,
Arsenal?
2010. No, he must have been with Barca.
Yeah, he must have been with Barca.
Damn, so how early did that motherfucker play with us? Hold on, I'm about to just look up this squad of theirs.
Fabregas?
This is so stupid.
Didn't he play like around 2006? I would have guessed maybe.
With
Arsenal or no?
Did he go from Arsenal to Barca? Or from
I think
Barca
so.
To Arsenal?
Okay. Oh, well, on that team was Iker Casillas. Well, I guess Barca players were Ramos, Puyol, Busquets.
Did you say Ramos?
Oh, I said Ramos. I meant Piqué, Sergio Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Pedro, David Villa. Was Fabregas there at the time?
Oh
yeah. He went to Barca in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So he was still with
that's
Arsenal.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with what the dude said. A majority of the Messi has been, I don't want to say carried, but he's not performing as well as he did with that's also contradicting myself because the dude's a monster, but I don't know how I want to word this without not giving Messi the credit he deserves. Because I'm not trying to say he's shit. I'm just saying that a majority of their success could be attributed to the fact that they had all those players from Spain that won way more without Messi than with him, like national wise. So I don't know. I'm just saying that.
I think another thing is they're starting to buy a lot more players now. They're not bringing.
They're not like
academy.
Yeah, prior what they were known for was the players they bring up from their academy.
Iniesta, Xavi,
Messi, and Piqué.
No, Piqué played Man United, right?
No, he was with Barca.
Oh, he was at Barca.
And then he went
to Man U and then came back.
Was Puyol
pretty
academy?
Sure,
Oh no, Puyol was a product.
So now that they don't have like those big prospects coming up, I think that's another big reason too.
So you don't necessarily because Barca isn't playing bad. They're still winning leagues. But it's not like they're not the same force that when Barca was playing a team in the Champions League, it'd be like,
they're not feared anymore.
Yeah. So do you think that? Do you think Messi has anything to do with that? Like the fact that he can't lead the team like Xavi or Iniesta did when they were still playing like Puyol did.
I never thought Messi was a good leader ever.
I feel like
it shows nationally as well.
Yeah. Messi lost his motivation ever since Xavi and Iniesta left. You could just tell.
But even then on Argentina, he was still captain.
Oh yeah,
and I never thought he was a great leader.
And on top of that, you can't say it was Argentina. Argentina has players on that country, so it's not like obviously he didn't have a Xavi or Iniesta in midfield, but
Argentina, I just see it as a team of superstars that can't play together.
Yeah.
Like they don't have chemistry in
their World Cup final.
Because
when they read to the final in the 2014 World Cup, they had the likes of Higuain, they had Messi, they had Aguero, Mascherano, Di Maria. Like they had everybody around them. They had a team that could compete.
It's because I see it as all those players in the respective clubs are the number one.
Yeah. And Aguero, no doubt. Yeah. Higuain was still at Napoli, I believe.
Yeah.
He was easily their number one. Was Di Maria still with us? He left that same summer, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he was playing his best football at Madrid at that time that he left. So he wasn't obviously our number one, but he was, you could arguably say, a top 5, 4-3 player on the team at that time. So they were all focused on being the man, the people who get the ball at their feet and would finish, and you can't do that with all those strikers on them. Yeah. Considering you had the likes of, you couldn't start all of them at the same time, so you'd have to have someone like Higuain or Aguero on the bench at any given time. It just didn't work out. So, but I still think that somebody like Messi, who many consider to be the best player in the world, is a shit captain. Yeah. Like, shit leader.
He's a shit leader. Great player. Yeah. Shit leader.
So, but do you think is his fault? Do you think people should give him shit for that? Like, oh, you can't lead, or
I mean, you have someone has to be accountable, and if anyone is going to be accountable, it's going to be the captain.
So you think he deserves the shit that he gets from everybody for that?
Like what?
For example, a lot of people point to the
Liverpool.
Yeah, the Liverpool. Like at halftime,
I'll be real with you. That was not on Messi. Messi was doing all the work at the second half, and I don't know.
Still, but you could see it in everyone's body language. They just weren't
because Messi was
So the Napoli exit. The Roma exit and the Liverpool exit aren't to blame.
Iniesta was still there with Roma.
He was?
Yeah.
Okay, but still, the Liverpool one was way harder. This shit was way harder because how much did they win by? I have to know.
3-1.
Oh, that give me an itch in the back of my head, dog.
No, it was actually 3-0.
3-0. Yeah, I was thinking of the Roma. The Roma game was 3-1.
Messi scored 2, and I think Suarez scored 1 in the first leg.
3-0.
What was the score during the Liverpool game when they got eliminated at halftime at Anfield? Do you remember?
When?
When they got eliminated in the second leg. Yeah. Did Liverpool at least have a...
It was 1.
So you don't think Messi's to blame at all for not being able to go into the locker room and collecting everybody and telling them, hey...
Yeah, that's leadership. That's
what I'm saying. That's what I asked you. Is Messi to blame for them losing that game?
I mean, it's a big reason why. Because, I forgot who said it, but it was Suarez or Jordi Alba who when they scored that first goal, one of them thought to themselves, "Oh shit, here we go again."
Oh, that's Suarez.
Suarez, right? Yeah,
Suarez was pissed off because they didn't want that bullshit to happen.
Yeah, because I don't know if it was rumored or not, but Messi did go into the locker room and tell everybody, "Yo, we can't he didn't say we can't let this happen again, but he said we got to collect ourselves and we can't this isn't a time to fall behind.
But, like,
this isn't a
Messi-
time to keep our heads down. Like, we gotta go out there during the second half, find a goal, and because literally with one goal, that would have been game.
Yeah.
Game 100%. Because
Yeah.
that would have forced Liverpool to score
2 more.
Yeah. So
And Barca only needed was to score 1 goal. And
and the game would have been wraps. But
yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, I mean, and it's not me being a Madrid fan because we already said I think Messi's the best player to ever play. But as a captain,
Dude,
no.
He's always been that shy guy ever since he came up in Barca. He's always been that shy.
Yeah, because I don't see
player.
Messi. It's obviously just me. I'm not a fucking player, right? But I don't see Messi as like a
vocal leader.
Yeah,
he's not really a leader.
The first person that goes in my head that I would say since I've been alive, just that's probably one of the most. Like, you can see it in his body language.
Puyol.
Later on, Moms, I was going to say that. Puyol.
Oh.
Easily, 100%.
Puyol was like...
And I don't think Messi is a percent
Like,
of
you
what
could see-
Puyol was as a captain.
Oh, my God,
No.
no.
Mid-game, he would grab those
his
motherfuckers.
own players, grab
Yeah.
them by their jerseys, bring them to the face, and just tell them, let them have it
But like,
in the middle of
like,
fucking
what
games.
the fuck are you on about and all that? I'm like, bro, like, he would do
No.
that mid-game, hundreds of thousands watching, millions at home on camera, and let his players have it. Wouldn't wait till halftime. He'd be like, I mean, you
That's
could
why I
see it in
miss
his
him so
language. You could
much,
see him
man.
frustrated during games. And with Messi, I don't watch every Barca game, right? But I don't remember the last time I've seen
Puyol-
Messi go up to somebody and be like, hey, other than a, come on, like, what the fuck
Oh,
is
it's
that
not
gonna
hit him
do?
with one of these.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is...
Like covering his mouth. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot the cancer. Yeah, like where
Yeah.
he'd cover his mouth and like go up to them and talk to them.
Yeah, but like, what's a clap gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
come on, keep your head up. That doesn't do shit. Anybody can do that.
Yeah.
Anybody that's not a captain can do that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I just personally think as a captain,
Like, Thiago
easily
Silva
one of
is an
no way in
example.
hell a top 5 captain that Barca's had.
Hell no.
Easily their best player could be, but as a captain, no, I don't see it at all.
Yeah.
I'm
I
glad-
feel
I'm
like
pretty happy we agree with that.
I feel like they should switch captains. I don't feel like Messi.
But
should be
honestly, I don't
captain.
see anybody else on Barca that could be a
Yeah.
captain. None of them
No.
are. None of them have that passion at all.
Jordi Alba actually.
Jordi,
Jordi
yeah.
Alba's like the only one.
Him and Ter Stegen.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I think. I mean, I guess like contributing wise, I mean they could be as well because I think they're major factors in their team.
Mhm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. Yeah, I don't see it in Messi. I think it's just like a fact that it's just like a honor thing for him that they gave it to
If
him.
anything, PK is more vocal than Messi.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Because
I'd probably
once
even
they
give it
get
to Busquets,
scored
too.
on-
Yeah. It's just Messi's just not a vocal leader.
No.
He leads by example, really.
He's not. He's not.
He
a
just
Puyol.
I don't want to speak for him, but I just think he expects it. Like people
Yeah.
to because I know he plays to win. Obviously, he doesn't
Yeah.
play to lose.
Yeah.
I guess he just expects that out of everybody else, but I guess they don't think the same. But yeah, I'm so happy you agree with me that Puyol, fucking hell, 100%. So
He's
I don't
not
know.
like a Thiago Silva captain. He's not like a Sergio Ramos.
Dude, like
captain.
when his players would get into like scrums with other players, he'd get pissed at his players.
Yeah,
not
for
the-
stooping
not
low,
the other
yeah.
team.
For being a little bitch.
Well, I miss Puyol though.
Yeah.
I mean, she
No,
fucking
but he
hated
was a-
Peg as
he
that
was a
motherfucker, but
tank.
yeah, he was
tank.
oh, dude. Even Donny Alves was a fucking probably
Oh,
more of a vocal captain than
yeah.
Messi would have been either.
Why do you
But-
think they gave him the armband in the Copa America?
Oh yeah, that is true.
That's funny. Yeah, so we're coming up to an hour and 40 minutes. If that's all y'all got, then I guess we could wrap it up here.
I think that's good for this one.
Bet. Yeah, I guess, we're coming to an hour and 40 minutes. I think we're just going to wrap up episode 4 here. Like we said earlier, we tried recording one yesterday, got corrupted. We thought, why not re-record it, but just have Jonathan here to also voice his opinions. We pretty much just redid it. Was just the exception of Jonathan being here. So,
So now all of you know the format of how like it'd be when guests come, so you don't have to worry about.
So perfect. Yeah, thanks for saying that. This is a perfect way for you guys to see whether or not you want to be on here. This was just a regular conversation. We're not interviewing you. We're just talking the same way we do when we don't have guests. We just want your opinion as well. I think Jonathan could say this went pretty smooth.
Yeah,
We're obviously
I
going to
agree,
have
I
you on
agree.
more because this was fun. I enjoyed
I
it.
agree.
Yeah, so if that's it, I just want to say thank you guys for listening. We really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thanks.
This is episode 4, and if you guys want to give any closing remarks,
All
it'd
right.
be dope.
Thank you, Chris and Jeff, for having me here. It was an honor and a privilege.
Yeah, no problem.
Peace
bro.
out.
You got anything, Primo?
No, it's just thanks for listening. Tune in next time, and yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
See
Bye.
ya.